Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the Transformers Target exclusive. This is Optimus Prime with Autobot Bullseye. So in this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We are then, of course, going to have to compare him with the original owner of that mould, and of course, lots of other Optimus Primes and other figures as well to give you an idea of scale and size. So as I start to move all these out of the way, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if I'll take that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And also to give a huge thank to Nick at Indemand stores in the UK, because that's where I got this from, and as you can see, got it to me very quickly and indeed safely. Right, let's have a look at the packaging. It's the Target logo, and I didn't have a clue who Bullseye was, so thank you to the subscriber who indeed let me know. Of course, when the Target exclusives with Bullseye, it was referring to the Target dog. That is, of course, because we don't have Targets in the UK, so this was extremely difficult to get hold of, in all honesty. That's why I'm quite late with it, because I know, of course, he's been out for a few months. Right, let's have a look at what else is on the back. So 30 steps to transform, and we've got any other artwork? Nope, just the beautiful Autobot logo right there. Right, let's open this guy up like so. I'm pretty sure that's the right mold. I've just said that. I'm hoping it's not the Volvo one. If it is the Volvo one, then that's no problem whatsoever, because I've got that Prime and the Holiday Optimus Prime as well. But it's definitely looking like it's the Laser Prime mold anyway. Right, let's open this up. This is really stiff. Why can't I get in? Right, there we go. So there, as I say, I've seen lots of images of this. I've not seen any reviews of it. There is Bullseye there, which of course, funnily enough, is Ravage, isn't it? It's a use. I've just remembered I've got this right next to me. It's a use of that particular mold. And I suppose the only thing left to do, oh, let's have a look at this. No, just a normal Autobot logo. All there is left to do is get it out of the packaging. And so I've set him free from the packaging, and the good thing is I'm not going mad. It definitely is a reuse of the Laser Prime mold. So let's have a quick look at the trailer, which, funnily enough, I actually really like the look of that dog, to be fair. When I went to America, it was years and years ago. I don't remember ever seeing that. I don't know how long that's been the mascot or indeed the logo. Let me know in the comments, please, because I'm pretty interested to see how long they've been using Bullseye the dog as indeed the mascot. Right, let's open this up, and that's better. Open that. That was really stiff, which I'm sure you could tell. The only negative with this, and I'm sure everybody said this, and I've said it before in my other videos using these trailers, is they do just feel really sort of kind of light and flimsy. You can bring this all up. I'm not going to spend too much time on all these things because it is just a straight up redeco, and as I say, we've already seen Laser Prime, we've seen Scourge, and indeed we've seen Toxitron using this particular mold. Toxitron didn't have the trailer though, or did he? Yes, he did, of course he did. And yeah, that folds up like so. There's no windows in there. There's the detail though, but there's no windows. It will come up even more. Is it like the Studio Series? Yes, it is. It's like the Studio Series 86 trailer in the fact that you can take this off if you wanted to. What I like to do is you can mount it on the roof as well if you wanted to, like so. You've got the other ports on the back as well, so if you wanted to, you could take any weapons. Doesn't have to be these. Any one that's got a 5mm port, that funnily enough is reactivate Soundwave, and that will fit in there. Same as on the front, you can take anything you want to, and you can power it up with blast effects, etc. That is a Generation 1 Power Master Optimus Prime. And again, you can just have fun with these, and that's exactly why I like the figures with these ports, for exactly that reason, because again, they are aimed at kids, and of course you can do lots of daft things, exactly like what I've just done with them right now. So funnily enough, I've got, I think this is actually Nemesis Prime's trailer from so it's not going to be yes, it is from the War for Cybertron trilogy. I'm sure it is now. I've just seen that. So if I fold this up, it's pretty much the same dimensions, etc. Just of course different logos on the front. The truck itself though is really good. I like the look of the truck. All the wheels of course are on individual pins. They roll backwards and forwards. He says no problem whatsoever, but yes they do. It's pretty clever as well. Everything's tucked up really quite neat, you know, no visible heads, no arms, etc. like that. Obviously we know that they're the shoulder pads when he's in robot mode, but otherwise you wouldn't know that he's a robot. The windows aren't translucent, that looks to be painted on. The grille looks good, the headlights look good. There's quite a bit of detail on this, to be honest. Overall, as I say, it's just a good mold, and it's just a nice exclusive use of it. But there's not much more to say about this particular mode. Let's get him into robot and do some proper comparisons. Okay, then we're back, and as you can see, he's in his robot mode. Quick apology, no transformation process on this video. That is to keep the main length of the video down. But what I've done, and thankfully I've done that, and the reason why I'm going to say right now is I've put in the description, because I've just used it myself, the original transformation process for Laser Optimus Prime. And of course, the reason why I'm really glad I've seen that is because I've obviously just realized that, of course, his trailer was very, very different to this one that we've got here. So yeah, this is like the Earthrise trailer, as I say, War for Cybertron, and of course Laser Prime's was much different. So I'm expecting loads of comments in there, but I have managed to correct myself at the end. The instructions are pretty good as well, to be fair. It reminds me of the old school Transformers, because it's, of course, it's just red, white and black, which is what the Generation 1 books were like from 1985 onwards. Right, figure itself though, as I say, it definitely is this mold, and it's just really fun. Let me just move this out of the way. So yes, you've still got these huge shoulder pads, but unlike both Armada, Galvatron and Megatron in the Legacy toy line, these are really, you know, they're secured. They'll bend back, which is fine, but they won't move or flap around, which is great. Articulation on them is really good. You can just move this out of the way, bend that up, and you can get this arm as up to the vertical if you wanted to, up to horizontal rather, and then of course you can come all the way forwards and go pretty much all the way back. You can't go all the way around, it is restricted, but there is a swivel you can see there at the top. There is your bicep flexion, and you can turn the wrists around as well. I think the white and the black looks really good, actually. It's a good sort of colour scheme. I'm not too sure about the red eyes. He proper looks like a sort of Nemesis. Oh, a Nemesis sort of Prime, with how bright them red eyes are, which is a little bit odd. I'm not used to seeing normal Optimus Primes, shall we say, normal Optimus Primes with the red eyes. It's not something that you see quite a lot. He does have full waist rotation, even though with this on the back it doesn't get in the way. He doesn't have an ab crunch, that is just the middle, but you can make it look like it's an ab crunch because the legs are staying completely still. The legs will kick all the way up, all the way back. There is a thigh cut at the top, there is a huge knee bend, and of course this ankle tilt, rock, toe tap, etc. So as you'd expect, completely articulated, very well articulated, to be fair. And again, pretty much like the other mode, there's not much that you can see going on in the back. You know, there's not as a huge gaps anywhere. It works really well. All the 5mm ports again are fantastic. You can use it to carry weapons. You could also use it to carry Bullseye as a shield, like it pretty much he is inside on the packaging, to be fair. And then of course, because I've still kept him off as well, what you can do, I would think, can you spin that around? It doesn't matter if you can spin it around or not. You can sort of hold it that way. You can get some blast effects like so. Let's have a go at doing this. And then of course you can just pop this in his hand as well and make it look like it's a handheld weapon as well. That pretty much works, I think. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all, to be honest. So I like the fact that you can do that. As I say, the thing that you can mess around with them just makes them fun, to be fair. You don't necessarily have to have it in his hand. We've seen all these on the back, so you could keep it stored there as well. And of course, then I suppose if you want, if you put the two down, it'd look pretty much like a jetpack. Maybe you could do that as well if you really wanted to. It's just, again, something that would, I suppose, totally work, in all honesty. Right, there we go. I think, as far as memory serves me right as well, yep, you can attach blast effects to the shoulder pads. So this guy's going to be really good for anybody who likes to do, you know, proper photos and stuff like that. Because he's Optimus Prime, he does, of course, have his matrix as well. Now, where do I open this from? There we go. And of course, it is in the Target red and white colours, like so. Looks good, nothing on the back, nice and hollow, and it will still fit inside there. There we go. Right, let's bring in a few of these others then, just to give us an idea. In fact, let's go first. Let's see if my memory serves me correct. Second and third. I suppose all he's missing in this is this crazy sort of translucent coloured shield baton thing. It would have been great if he'd have had one, but he doesn't. He's just got a normal shield, which is of course Bullseye as well. But there you go, that's the lineup of them. 4 uses of this already, which is crazy, because I think most people would have thought that they'd have retired this mold due to the fact that we've got the Volvo Optimus Prime that came out after this. So as I say, it's interesting, and I remember when this first came out, that was one of the big topic of discussion. So there we go, that is of course Legacy Prime. That is Studio Series Transformers 1. That is Netflix of the Earthrise, which of course is where I was getting mixed up with the trailers. Let's keep doing loads of different primes just because they're all here at the moment. That is Masterpiece Jinrai. So just to even it out, there is Power Master Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Let's get some other, I suppose, up-to-date figures. That is Leader Class Overcharge. Let's move him out of the way. That's Earthrise. Nope, that's Siege Optimus Prime. I'm getting mixed up. And then I suppose the most important one for today, anyway, well, nowadays, shall I say, is of course the new Commander class. So there you go. That gives you an idea, I suppose, of how he stands and lines up compared to them. It's exactly that, guys. It's Laser Optimus Prime mold for the truck, for the cab, and it's your Earthrise trailer. Again, correct myself, for the exactly that, for the trailer. But of course, it's a Target exclusive. Again, I imagine much easier to get hold of in the US. This is a lot of fun. It's okay. It's not too bad. I was hoping that perhaps, I don't know, maybe if you turned it this way, then it could sort of act as a side shield. Not as good. Perhaps the accessories aren't as good as any of the previous molds as we've seen with the translucent stuff, but it still works, to be honest. And that's all there is to say about him. There you go. Once again, huge thanks to Nick at Indemand for this. And of course, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Apologies, I got a couple of things wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm only human, and I've hopefully managed to correct them. Thanks for watching. Take care.